What's the good that we did today? What's the good that we're going to do tomorrow? Dear Ian, I'm a mom of 3, and lately I feel like all I do is manage conflict. My kids are constantly fighting. It starts over small things: who got the bigger piece of cake, whose turn it is on the tablet, who touched whose stuff. By the end of the day, I feel like a referee with a headache. I've tried separating them. I've tried making them apologize. I've tried ignoring it so they can work it out on their own. Sometimes one approach works for a day or two, but then we're right back where we started. The hardest part is that I admit. I know sibling conflict is normal, and I also know my children are good kids. They love each other, but I'm not sure if I'm teaching them how to resolve problems or just putting out fires all day. How do you know when to step in and when to let siblings figure things out for themselves? And what can parents do to reduce the constant fighting without feeling like the household police? Irritated Kathie. Our young minds are looking for stimulation, and we don't always want that to be the tablets. We don't always want that to be the screens. We don't always want it to be electronics or any one thing all the time. So what are those ways that we can engage them? And what are those ways that we can get them to cooperate? My kids are interested in different things, and so directing them and supporting them in those endeavors is a key piece of them feeling stimulated, feeling like their brain is growing, feeling like they're challenged at an appropriate level, and not necessarily engaging with their brother-sister. Separating them, when things get to a certain point, sometimes that's the issue. And pulling the one aside, sometimes it's difficult to identify the aggressor, but the one who's really initiating things, the one who's really instigating, and saying, what's going on? And talking to them. A lot of times it's been, I'm feeling this and I need to process it, but they didn't have the language for it. To say, Dad, I really need to talk to you, and I just didn't know how to deal with what was going on inside. And that's our role as parents. Here are some tools to deal with what's going on inside you. Are you confused? Are you conflicted? Are you sad? Do you feel hurt some way? Do you feel wronged? Then how do we process that? Making them apologize. A sincere apology, I think there's plenty of space for it, but an apology where it's, oh, I'm sorry, it resolves nothing. Instead of the apology, I've moved to, if you recognize here that you're hurting your brother, sister, what are you going to do next time? What's another behavior that you can choose? What's another choice that you can make? How can you step into joy with this as opposed to step into whatever we call it? In this case, misery. In this case, escalation. In this case, chaos. Whatever it might be. I've tried ignoring it. Give them a little bit of space. Are they hurting each other? Is there a case where there's ganging up? And then deciding which one, if it's just one, or maybe which 2 to pull aside, or maybe all 3 to pull aside and say, guys, I don't like what's going on here. This really doesn't seem loving to me. This doesn't seem joyful. The way that you're treating them, the way that they're treating you, all of this is not working out for me. What are some different choices that we can do right now? What is it you are looking for? Step away. Do I need to control it? Do I need to be here and make sure that every step of the sibling dynamic goes the way I want it to? There's a part that we need to let go. You want your home to feel peaceful. Here's where I go back to the principles. The principles and the practice of the principles can exist in kind of like a chore chart kind of way. We can say, did we support joy in the house today? Did I spread love? Did I promote safety today? Yeah, Dad, I made sure I had my bike helmet on and my gloves when I went out. There are lots of things at the different ages that are appropriate ways for them to show that they understand what the principles mean to them. And so once you understand where they are, you can add then another layer to deepen it. Going back to the principles, making sure that that is foundational to how you're looking at, how you're analyzing each day. Are your children supporting the practices of your principles? And then at the end of the day, how about a debrief? How did it go today? What went really well? What would you do differently? What do you wish went differently? And do it for your own sake too, not just for them. And I know it can feel a little didactic because we've got this many times around the son perspective. What we're hoping for is a place where we can really have a dialogue, where we break down the day. Hey, what's the good that we did today? What's the good that we're going to do tomorrow? Talk about your principles, have them live as practices within the household. Step back where you can, eating correctly, feeling like I have things that are quintessentially me, and then breathe, what is that practice of rest that I have? So all of those things. But the self-regulation, what does that mean for you? And then ultimately having the debrief at the end of the day makes a big difference, because then they can grow on that. They're reflecting on what happened and they're able to build on it.